Hi, I'm Chris Kenny, President and CEO of the Kenny Family ShopRites of Delaware, and we're here filming season 2 of Aisle Trials. And I wanted to welcome the judges, and if you could introduce yourselves.
My name is Pedro Moore, entrepreneur, founder of Fund and Fuel, and a venture advisor to Terexis Capital.
Hello, Mac McLeod, CEO of Carver Ties, a media company based here in Wilmington, Delaware. Pleasure to be here.
Hi, I'm Carla Guzzi. I'm the president of Bing's Bakery and Bing's Bake and Brew, and I'm very happy to be back for season 2.
My name is Joseph Howell. I'm the creator of Pop Howell Serious Sauces. Actually, the business started back in 2016. I tried an initial startup in 2016 after going through one of the entrepreneurial programs here in Delaware. And at that time, because I am also a pastor, that kind of consumed the time. So I really didn't kick it off. I got the business licenses, followed through with all that stuff, got all set up, but wasn't able to follow through with trying to get it out there and market it as much. Other than that though, my sauce has been favorites in my family and friends. So I have friends in Oregon, I have friends in Georgia, I have family in California, so they all kind of, hey, send me out a case of sauce. So that's what I've been doing thus far. The sauce itself is something that came about by just cooking for my family. That's something I grew up with. We didn't go out to eat. We weren't restaurant people. My family's cooked. My grandmother's cooked. I was in the kitchen with my grandmother. So that was kind of part of my inspiration, as well as I love cooking for my family. I love seeing the smile on their face. I love them being satisfied. So after eating some different things off the store shelves, I decided I would just do my own. So after I did my own, like I said, people started catching on to it and saying this is really good. So I was pushed by a lot of my family and friends to try to get it on the market. Up until now, I've really not done that. This is the real initial startup of Pop Howell Serious Sauce. I do, as you see, have my nutritional values on the bottle. I did some research in order to get those on there through a program online that does nutritional values. And my labeling, quote unquote marketing, is done by my family. I have 3 daughters that help me with the marketing, and also my wife. So as far as formal marketing, as far as like I said, trying to get it in stores, this is actually the initial kickoff for that. The thing that kind of separates my sauce, I believe, from other sauces is that bold, smoky flavor. Sometimes people don't have a chance to cook it on the grill, but I believe that my sauce gives it still that grilled flavored taste. Like I said, otherwise, that's pretty much my story as far as trying to kick this sauce off. I really want to give it a try now. My pastoring has changed. I have people in place. We've gotten established in the church, and I don't have to commit as much time to it.
Now, is this a spicy sauce that we're going to taste today?
Yes, I'll be honest with you, it's not as spicy as I usually make it because somebody was scared. Got a little bit afraid, like, you don't want to burn the taste buds out on the thing. Yeah.
So normally it's
a little bit spicier than that. It's a little spicy. It'll catch you. It'll catch you.
It's a little peppery.
Yeah.
But it's not a heat.
Yeah, I usually add a little bit more cayenne.
More heat.
A little more heat with cayenne, yeah.
But the flavor's good. It's sweet, clean.
It is flavorful.
Nice. Now the meat. How did you cook the meat that we're eating it today with?
Actually, the meat I cooked it in the oven last night.
In the oven?
Yeah, did it in the oven. I love the barbecue. I didn't have a chance to barbecue for it, and then if I could have got up at 5 o'clock this morning and barbecued, I would have actually done it.
How are you producing your sauce right now? Are you doing that in your kitchen?
Right now, it's actually in my church's kitchen.
Okay,
we
so
have
that's
a commercial
probably
kitchen
a commercial,
in our church.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have a commercial kitchen in the church. But if I was to produce large quantities, obviously I wouldn't be able to do it in that commercial kitchen. I probably only have about 8 volunteers, family and friends that can help me do it. I would reach outside to a bottling company in order to do that.
And they'll do all the packaging for you, is that
They do the
right?
whole.
'Cause right now you say your family basically does this?
Yes.
Okay.
For someone who's not in the retail industry yet, I'm very impressed with your nutrition facts. You have your UPC code, you have your label. A lot of times people come to us and they haven't really thought about that just yet. But kudos to you, because I see you already have all of that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I do try to be prepared. You know, my former, well, you have degrees in business, but formerly I was doing retail management in Ohio. I'm originally from Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. I did retail management there. Up here I did environmental, but down there I did retail management. So I kind of know what stuff is supposed to come in and look like when it comes in, and look like when it's supposed to go out, how it's supposed to be set up and everything.
Have you thought about a competitive retail? Where do you think you're going to be at?
My consideration was $4 coming in.
For that size bottle, $4, $3.99, $4 for that bottle?
Yeah, it's like $3.99.
That's
I know
the
it's low.
retailer cost, or the retail we're selling. So what would the retailer pay you?
As far as my knowledge still goes back to the retail, there's usually a split on the profit. Now, it's not everybody, but a lot of times in the retails I did down in Ohio, there was a split on the profit, like a 60-40 split on the profit with the retailer. So
let's
or I can tell you
let's start with this.
how much a bottle
Cost. Yeah, let's start with that.
$1.98 a bottle.
$1.98, so
Yeah.
$2 a bottle.
And that's with me doing it at low volume, low volume costs. I have to buy a couple of pounds of sugar, like that. That's not buying in bulk.
Okay. And so for the next part up, I know you suggested $4, but so you don't really have a wholesale price calculated for this yet?
I'll be honest, I don't
Okay.
have a wholesale price calculator for
But
that.
you are suggesting that it retails at, would you say,
Yeah,
$3.90?
$3.99.
$3.99. Now, for your competitors, if that same price, I'm going to make an assumption here. 'Cause my wife does most of the grocery shopping, so I just take whatever she gets. But at $4 a bottle, in terms of quantities, that's similar to a lot of your competitors, meaning that if I is that similar to what are your current competitors offering?
16-ounce bottles also. That's just a different shape bottle. 16-ounce bottles. Some of them are as low as $2 a bottle.
Yeah, that's what
I've seen that. I've seen it, as low as $2 a bottle. Some of them have been higher, like over $4 a bottle.
Okay,
I've
so
seen that. I've seen that on the shelves too.
Okay.
And I know ShopRite currently carries about 13 brands of barbecue sauce.
Okay, so you feel your
Range
price
in
is
those price
competitive
ranges. Yeah.
with that. Okay. Do you know what your differentiator might be of what would make someone choose yours versus even if the other people are pricing the same as you? Why would someone select this brand?
I believe it tastes better. I just think the difference is I believe that I do a better quality product because I use real onions and real garlic, for that, because it just tastes different than the garlic flakes. I've done it both ways. I've done it both ways with garlic flakes and onion powder, and it doesn't taste the same. There's a whole different taste to it.
It is good, and it is flavorful, and I did taste some of the chunks in there. But I just don't see it as sufficiently different. Like, it's not a real over-the-top, oh my God, like, I gotta have this every single day. This is not something that I can't get, or like it's something that's unique and different.
And I purposely made it different than the others. So when making the barbecue sauces, there's only so many different items you can put in there unless you just start putting strange things in there to make it unique, because it says it has truffles or anchovies or something like that in it. But I just believe the balance of the flavors, the balance of the ingredients is what makes the difference. Basically, probably 90% of the sauces, 95% of the sauces are almost all the same ingredients. But it's just the balance of the ingredients that makes the difference in the sauce.
You mentioned that you were using fresh onions and fresh garlic. So I don't know if other sauce companies are doing that or if they're doing the powder. But if you are using fresh ingredients like that, I think it should be on your bottle, right? Because that may be the competitive edge as to why I pick this as opposed to picking something else. So just keep that in mind.
That would
Okay.
that would
Yes.
be different. That would
Yes.
then be something different to say, okay, it might taste sufficiently similar, but this is fresh.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, and that's going to be a purchasing point of purchase, decision that I would make.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
wonderful
that's a good point.
to remember,
That's a very good point. Because sometimes competitive advantage doesn't always have to be something that's at the surface.
Right.
It could just because some people don't care, but some people do care what's actually part of the ingredients
Right.
that makes the final product. And if so, then that's the market that you serve.
Okay.
I think it's a very competitive aisle. And
It
the
is.
more that you can just differentiate yourself, whether you get into ShopRite or not, when you end up retailing, the more you can just differentiate yourself and clearly communicate to somebody walking down that aisle, assuming you can't afford big TV commercials right now. You just have a quick moment when they're looking at what barbecue sauce that they want.
Right.
Yeah, you want to communicate why it's different from the one right next to it.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for coming in today. We really, obviously everyone liked the sauces. It tastes very good and we appreciate it, and good luck.
The experience was a wonderful experience. I gained a lot of knowledge in some areas that I'm not keen in, and the pointers that they gave me were awesome. But I felt pretty comfortable doing it.